3 years ago, I made a video talking about 4x3 versus 16x9 in Valorant and why 4x3 was completely pointless at the time. But just recently, TenZ decided to put my most viewed video of all time to shame by showing a method that allows the game to be rendered in a proper stretch resolution. Keep in mind this is a method, meaning this isn't an official feature Riot intended. But since TenZ just used this in their match against 100 Thieves, I doubt this is going to get anyone in trouble as it doesn't involve any external programs. So without further ado, let me show you how to get a stretched resolution in Valorant. For Nvidia users, go to your Nvidia control panel and make sure your scaling is set to full screen and that's scaling off your GPU. I don't know if any other combinations work, but this is the one that works for me. I don't know how it works on AMD, but I'm sure you can make it work with an AMD card. Now this part is very important because it won't work properly if you don't do it the way I'm about to show you. So first, you're going to launch Valorant and queue into the game mode you want to play. I repeat, don't do this before you load into the map or during the loading phase. Do it after you load into the map. And unfortunately, you're going to have to do this every time you load into a new game, so just keep that in mind. Once you're loaded into the map, go into your settings, general, display mode, change it to windowed, make sure the resolution is native to your monitor, change aspect from letterbox to fill, and press apply. Once that's done, go to your display settings on Windows and choose the resolution you want to stretch your image to. For this method, I'll choose 1280 by 960, but feel free to use whatever you want. If everything goes well, your image should be properly stretched. If you do it before the map loads in, it'll look like this, which isn't right. Now that we have a properly stretched resolution in Valorant, let me explain the pros and cons of it. The first pro is that player models are going to be bigger, meaning targets are going to be easier to see and hit. The second pro is better FPS and overall performance. Since you're running the game at a lower resolution, the game is going to run slightly better since it's not using as many resources to run the game. I would put a God crosshair, but plenty of updates have given players the options to replicate that regardless of resolution. Plus, a God crosshair is subjective between players, so it may be better or worse, or it might not do anything to you at all. Now let's move on to the cons. The first con is that your taskbar and Windows thing on the top is going to show. Since this is a method and not an official feature, you're going to have to play with the taskbar showing. It might annoy you, it might not, but just know it'll be there. The second con is that you're going to have less FOV to work with. Since the image is stretching, the game is going to render slightly less of the game. If more people use this method, there's going to be some 4x3 moments like what you would see in CS.
Contact outdoors, but these tees.
Look at this move.
Oh,
Hello?
what are you doing? What?
The third con is your muscle memory. Even though your sensitivity and other settings don't change at all, the way you physically look in the game might feel different since you're playing on a stretched image. If you're going to give this a shot, your muscle memory will suffer a bit since the physics of the game might feel a bit wonky. The fourth con is more of a warning, but this could be patched. Again, this isn't something Riot intended to be possible. It's mainly because Riot doesn't want people to see more or less than what the other guy can see. They want everyone to be on equal footing when it comes to playing the game. So either Riot is going to patch this, make it an official feature, which I doubt, or the most likely outcome, they just leave it alone. This was just used in a pro match and no one said anything, so I think Riot is just going to leave it be. That being said, I do recommend everyone that is interested to give it a shot while you can, because you might like it. I personally don't see myself converting to this no matter the benefits. I tried it back in my CSGO days and I just couldn't do it. My brain is too accustomed to the 16:9 resolutions from thousands of hours of console gaming experience. However, I was a big fan of black bars as that would give me some of the benefits of going 4x3 without sacrificing years of muscle memory, and it would bring the HUD closer to the center of my screen, meaning I would be able to look at the minimap, timer, player count, and feed without moving my eyes too far away from the center of the screen. So if someone can make black bars an official thing without it messing with the player models, I would legitimately give it a fair shot, but stretch was never meant for me. If it's for you, then here's your chance to shine. That is going to be it for today's video. What are your guys' thoughts on stretched images in Valorant? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you want it to be an official feature, patched, or do you just not care at all? Let me know down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe for more content, and I'll talk to you all later.